our previous video, we have seen Spark architecture where we have discussed about resource manager, driver node, and worker node. We discussed the master slave architecture of the Spark. Then we discussed what if the user is going to give the Spark code to the resource manager, how executor will become, how driver node will be taken up. And we also discussed the official diagram of Spark architecture from their website. We discussed about Spark JSON, Spark context, which will be asked in interview, cluster manager, what are the famous cluster manager present in the market, and finally we arrive at the streamlined process from giving code to the creation of the worker node. Till this video, in the continuation of this next video. Welcome. So in this video, we have to see what the driver node and worker node work in behind the scene. Okay. So let's cover first the driver node. I'm interested more in driver node because this is an important one and asked in interview a lot. Okay. So it comes under the AMC, that is application master container. So it understand it like a box and it's come inside the AMC application master container. Okay. And what happened here is, let me tell you a very basic of it. So in driver node, driver nodes are basically written over the Spark. That if I talk about Spark and we are in the basically driver node, and Spark is the one which from where we have came into the driver node. So Spark is written on Scala. Okay. And Scala is mainly powered by JVM. Okay. JVM, Java Virtual Machine. So what happened is, most of the community people used to write their code in Python language. In which language? Python. Okay. Now Python to Java main. At the end, you are going to convert your code which you have written in Python into the Java main. Okay. Java main. What do I mean by main? Basically, there is a syntax in Java that is called public static void main. So basically, the JVM, that is Java Virtual Machine, is going to look for this main method. So that is why I'm saying it as a Java main. Okay. So this main method is something which the compiler is going to look forward. Okay. So there we have a Pyspark driver. Pyspark driver. Okay. And something is required in between to do this kind of work, and that is called a library. This is basically a process or a library, you can say py4j process. This is in between working to convert this Python code into the Java main code. Okay. So basically what happen is, your code is written in Spark code is going to convert into the Java code with the help of this py4j process because it is written in Scala. Okay. So this is something which you need to know about the driver node. Why you need to know this? Because driver node directly doesn't work over the interpreter of Python. Okay. That's why you might have seen some job portals are asking about this Spark, Scala, if you know the Java plus Databricks. That is the reason, because at the end Java is giving the power to it. So I believe I have given you a real reason why this is the end of debate for Python versus Java. There is no debate actually from starting. Okay. So you are a data engineer, you need to know the Python, you need to know Java. It is very good if you know the Spark or Scala as well. Okay. So that is very good. If I come to the worker node now, worker nodes, each and every worker node, right? It is installed with JDK. In each JDK, in each and every worker node. So people who are saying Java will be die, no, bro. Every node in the architecture diagram, if I will take you back here. So each and every node over here, right? This node, everyone will have JDK installed in it. That's why you are able to work in there. Okay. And if you write any UDF, we will discuss more of UDF in our later videos. So this is basically user defined function. Defined functions. Okay. So UDF, user defined functions. When you are going to define any function, then at that time you will require Python interpreter. So what is the name of Python interpreter? You can comment it down. Okay. So you will need this Python interpreter to execute this code of yours, and then it will be again converted to Java. So this is why we usually ignore writing the UDF functions in Spark, because they are less performance oriented. And when we say something about Spark, it is more about the performance. Even if you write the code in real industry, right, you are going to discuss about the performance in very depth. In very depth, I mean, if you are going to write any architecture new code, definitely you have to provide the supporting artifacts for your performance of that code as well, because Spark is more about the performance. So Python and JVM are the two backbone of this driver and worker nodes. Everything has to be inside this. Worker node is installed with JDK. So therefore, we need to, like, this process of conversion of Python to Java also takes some time, right? But if it is way quick, then you will not even realize that it is converting it in the backend. So this is how driver and worker node are working in behind the picture. So people from Java background will make much more understanding toward the lazy evaluation, which we have discussed. Lazy evaluation as a feature. We have not discussed this in detail right now, but from where this lazy evaluation has came into the picture. If you doesn't remember, I have told you about this Apache Spark, one of the feature, lazy evaluation. So this is why the lazy evaluation is into the picture of us. Okay. So this is how the lazy evaluation comes. We're just connected to one another. So it will be making you very interesting, like how it is working now and how it is going to work ahead. Okay. So in upcoming video, we are going to set up a Databricks free edition account, and I will try to give you some data sets, and we will start learning the DAGs and our jobs. We will learn about fault tolerance. We will learn about lazy evaluation plans and lot other more. So for all of that and more, head over to the next video. Thank you.